Cash cow, guys. I just want to. Ooh, I just want to talk for a second, guys. Like, stop with the fake outrage when it comes to CGC screw ups and CBCS screw ups. Stop with that, guys. Like, it ain't even entertaining and funny anymore. Like, it's sad because you let these companies continue to dictate and make the policies they want, or raise the prices and change whatever they want, and you y'all don't hold their feet to the fire. You don't. Like, so what's the fake outrage for? You're not gonna do anything. You're not. You're not. You're still gonna use their company because you're like, it sells for more. Okay. You do whatever you want to do. You have that right. You have that right. That's your money. That's your comic you bought. Whatever you want to do, you have that right. The problem I have with this community is the fact that you have people, YouTubers, telling people, well, it sells for higher. Don't use this company. Don't use that company. In real, it's four. It's four grading companies. Four. Yet you only hear about two. Make that make sense, guys. It's only you only hear about two, and it's four. You have PGX, you have EGS, right? But the value sells for higher with CGC. How? Explain this to me. Just explain this to me. In comment session, whatever. Explain this to me. They have to already pay an annual membership to use your service. I have to pay a higher fee than I would with any other grading company to even get my comics graded. I have a ridiculous turnaround time, which most likely seems like a year, just for it to sell higher, when I had to pay more for it to get it graded. So at the end of the day, I really just broke even, right? Common sense, right? Because common sense is so uncommon in the society we have today, and I'm sad and I'm pissed off because it's actually introduced itself into this comic book market, and you have grown men and women telling people, don't use these companies because this and that and this and that, and it's like, you don't know these people. They're subscribers. They may enjoy your content, but they follow what you're saying. You don't know their financial situation. A person may have had only $300 extra to spend this month, and they bought a nice comic and they wanted to get it graded. You mean to tell me they need to spend that extra $300 to get it graded just to sell it for kind of the same price as if they could send it to one of the underdog companies and get it graded and still break even? At the end of the day, guys, we are still going to break even with comics we sell. It's only a few success stories and there's plenty of failures. The only ones that continue to fail is the ones that just give up. That's it. If you meet any successful person in life, they will tell you, I failed more than I succeeded. But I chose not to give up on failing. So stop lying to these people. You should be ashamed of yourself for that reason. Like, we dealt with the black flag situation, and that's some bullshit. And they should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm not buying any shit from them. I'm gonna just be real with that. I'm not. I'm not gonna worry about the C2E2 variant. I don't want it. I don't, because it's already a reprint. And I have the real deal, which is the first appearance of Miles Morales in the first place. So I don't care. But the fact that I'm sitting here, I've saw YouTubers defending people. You can't make, like, you can't get mad at a person trying to make a buck. I can when I've seen videos of YouTubers that are actually veterans, that were actually trying to sell the comics for charity benefiting veterans. You're a piece of shit, and you should be ashamed of yourself. How are you willing to take money from people that actually have served this country? Well, I line my pockets. Like, come on, man, that's weak. The hell out of here with that. And people try to justify it. Like, you're a weirdo too. And there's some weirdo YouTubers out there. I'm not gonna call them out, because I'm not giving them fame. They ain't calling me out, so hey, hell with them. But stop lying to these people when you talk about that. Like, we have this view where if you're not doing what I'm doing, then you're weird. No. Everybody's not meant to be the same. People should have different views, different opinions. Let's respect that. Honestly, debate on that. Disagree or agree to disagree. And move on. We're grown. Kids do that stuff. Not adults, and we shouldn't be doing this stuff as adults. But you have to stop with this fake outrage, because at the end of the day, CGC could continue to raise the prices, have longer turnaround times. You're still going to use them because you're a weirdo. You're a stupid asswipe. You're going to still use it, and you're still going to put up with it, no matter how many people we've seen videos of people having hair in their comics, nude rings, crack cases, you name it. You're still going to deal with them because society has told you they sell for higher. Ugh. But they're not telling you that you pay more. So at the end of the day, what are you really gaining? Then we get to the CBCS crap, right? A person they just lost, 367 comics, right? I think it was 367. Oh man, this is a travesty. I'm seeing the comments and reading people's videos, seeing the comments from their subscribers or people just watching it. They were getting a foothold on CGC, and man, this is crazy. And why do you atone and let the sins that CGC get away with? You sweep that shit under the rug. They're grading facsimile covers with the acetate crap, giving them 9.9s and 10s. Only a few people actually spoke on that, about how CGC is full of shit because of that. And now they retract and they come back to the rules that they actually set before this. So they broke their own rules to make a profit. But it's okay. Because you sell for higher. You know, like his resale value's higher. Like, you sound like a weirdo. Make that make sense to me. You're gonna deal with the company that just does whatever they want, raise the prices whenever they want, make you wait longer for comics, and then when the comics come back, they're still fucked up. But they sell for higher. But yet, CBCS messes up, and people's like, "Oh, they're done. They're done. They're done." CGC is grading comics that are altered and facsimile covers, but it's okay because it'll sell for higher, right? You're a jackass, and you're promoting that jackassery to the people that are watching you. You don't care, and I get it. Like, it's about clicks and views. I understand what it is at the end of the day. Being fake is the new real. I get it. I don't respect it, but I get it. Don't lie to these people. If you want to grade with CGC, and this is not a video saying you shouldn't grade with CGC or CBCS or PGX or EGS. That's not this intent. At the end of the day, we all have a choice. Whatever we choose to get our comics graded by is our choice. I respect that. I love the community enough to where I actually enjoy that. I watch people's videos that are mainly CGC people, mainly CBCS people, mainly PGX. I need to catch a few videos of the EGS. I may be seeing 2 or 3 of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I thought about using their services, and I may probably use it. We'll see one day. You may get an unboxing of that. At the end of the day, let those people have their choice of what they want to choose. The problem I have is that people discredit or shit on the person because they don't choose what they choose. I don't have to choose what you choose. Maybe I see something you don't see. Maybe I see the bullshit for what it is, and I'm like, I can't get behind that. Or, hey, hell, I can't afford to send my comics there and have them sit for a year. Especially if they're high specs and you're trying to flip them. Who can afford a year? Unless it's something you got your hands on early in time. Who can really afford a year? Anybody that actually is a flipper knows that you have a certain window, certain market to actually get comics off, and after that, it's in the dust and the wind. People forgot about it, gone to the next movie. You already saw Thor comics going down. Movie just came out in May. People have already forgot about it. Come on now, like it's aggravating because I'm seeing that hardworking people are getting screwed over, and then when you see YouTubers talking about everybody would have did the same thing, like you all would have went out there making a profit, but then you have people on here talking about their veterans and they were willing to donate to veteran charities. Stop. That's the problem. And that's the problem with people that have this elitist attitude that if you don't use CGC, the same. I don't care. I don't care. The comics that you have seen graded and that you will see graded on my channel in the future are comics that I actually want to keep, that I actually want to have slabbed, that means something to me, and it's something that will be left to my kids after I am no longer here in this world. Or hell, when I've finally left the hobby, if I'm blessed enough to live to be an old man, hey, my collection in the attic, or it's in the safe. It's all yours. You know what to do with it because I raised you to know what to do with it. Something like that. At the end of the day, we thinking about legacies. Well, I am. And I've seen a few others that thinking about that. They're on the same path. But you got some real weirdo YouTubers. A lot of you guys follow and y'all like, well, you know, they said CGC is the end all be all. Do they speak for you? You don't have a voice? You don't have a brain? You can't make decisions for yourself? You make the decision that's best for you. But when you have companies and the main two you guys speak up are fucking up, you only want to hold CBCS feet to the fire. CGC is cool. They can do whatever because the value it sells higher. But you gotta spend more money, but it sells higher, right? Like you gotta wait a longer time to get your shit back, but it sells higher. Or, you know, like yeah, that makes sense, right? Like you gotta wait a year probably, unless you pay more for a walkthrough or express or whatever. So at the end of the day, you're paying for the comic and you're paying for a faster grading service just for it to sell higher. But you're gonna tell people that, oh, it sells for higher. Now I gotta tell them about the ridiculous turnaround times. Now I gotta tell them about the ridiculous fees. Or the annual membership. And CBCS has tried that crap too. Now you have to have a membership. You didn't used to have a membership. Now you have to have one. No. I'm actually pissed even more because unfortunately I probably will have to submit to CGC. Because they are the only company that have magazine slabs. I have 3 comics that's in my vault that's important to me that I want to get slabbed, and no other company has the magazine slabs. So I probably will have to do a CGC unboxing. I don't want to, but I sent them to PGX to get them at least cleaned and pressed, because I'm not going to wait any longer than what I have to already. It's ridiculous because we just down each other. And instead of being supportive, I just don't understand that. Like, we're grown. We are grown people. And we are in love with the art that's a cult following, and we can't even get along with that. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. Hell, but at least be able to agree to disagree. Hey, nice comics, but I don't use PGX. I respect that and move the hell on. Hey, you're right. Hey, thank you. I don't use EGS. I use CBCS. Okay, that's cool. But I like your comic stuff. End of story. But don't continue to sit up here with this fake ass bullshit of just letting CGC get away with every fucking thing. Why? Why? You sit up here, you rant, oh, they're raising the prices again. Oh, I got hair in the comics. Oh, I got Newton rings. But you continue to keep using them. Why would they change if you ain't you gonna keep using the service? What are you even complaining for? You gonna keep using the service? Shut the fuck up. Use the service and be done with it. You clearly you willing to take their bullshit. Take their bullshit and be done with it. Apparently you must like it. Must taste good to you. But we've had in the last 2 weeks both major grading companies F up or be put on the spotlight. When is it gonna change? We have 4 grading companies, y'all. 4. Which means you have quite a few options now. Probably in the future you may have more. But hold the 2 that you guys like, like Hail Mary to, hold their feet to the fire. And don't just do CBCS. Make CGCS feel it too. Come on, man. Y'all killing me with this. Like, I don't understand it. You see a lot of weirdos that they just give it a pass. Because everybody else give it a pass. No. Fuck that. Let them feel that too. That's the only way they gonna change. That's the only way they gonna get better. You shouldn't have to wait a whole year for your comics, man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how many submissions they have. You should not have to wait over a year. And you have some people that's waited almost 2 years and still ain't heard nothing yet. You should not have to wait that goddamn long for your comics. That's ridiculous. And I'm afraid when I send my CGC submission off, I'm going to have to pay through the ringer. Because I'm not waiting a year. I mean, I hope I'm not. I could be paying for an expedited service, but they still be like, oh, we going to fix it. We going to show him how I go here. It's ridiculous, man. If CBCS is losing comics, hold their feet to the fire. Rightfully so. They earned that. They made that shit sandwich, let them eat it. But hold CGC accountable just as well, guys. They grading modified comics and giving them high grades. And then now they want to backtrack on it and be like, oh, well, now they're going to get the green label and we're going to grade it this way. And you said that was the rules from the beginning. Don't change it now because you're dealing with the backlash. And the problem is, at the end of the day, people have been dick riding CGC so much that they thought they could get away with it. Because y'all just be like, so much, they thought they can get away with it. Actually, hold their feet to the fire. Don't let that sweep on the rug. Make them feel it. This is my last video on this bullshit. At the end of the day, guys, enjoy the community, enjoy the art, enjoy the movies, enjoy the thrill of the hunt, the speculation. Enjoy all of this. We ain't here forever, man. We not. And all the comics we grading and we trying to collect. realistically, at the end of the day, we don't take none of it with us. Make that make sense, man. But don't criticize somebody else that's doing their own thing because they not doing it your way. That's an elitist attitude. And at one point in time, your punk ass started from the ground up too. So who are you to judge the next person that's starting from the ground up too? Because they not doing it your way. The vision at the top of the mountain is still the same. Everybody just get their different ways. It's cash cow.